Hello and welcome to another episode of Messy Magic. I'm your host Dee Guy and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm actually coming to you today from inside my car. I'm a little bit early for my daycare pickup duty this afternoon and it's a little windy outside, so if you can hear some howling wind, it's because my little seaside town is having some dreary weather this afternoon. I have had a topic on my mind that I've been wanting to bring to you in the podcast for the last few days. And I think it's going to be a pretty quick one. And it's all around reframing those things that we don't really want to do. I had an experience recently where I was talking to a friend and I was listing off the things that I had to do that day, and it felt a little bit heavy. It was things like I have to drop my kid to daycare, I have to go and get some groceries, I have to go for a run, I have to cook dinner. Whatever it was my list of things that I had to do that day. And I realized, like a bolt out of the blue, that I was listing off all these things and they just felt like this drudgery, these tasks that just didn't feel like much fun. And this inspiration kind of came through me to reframe it as I get to. So instead of using the phrase I have to, try replacing it with I get to, as in I have the opportunity to. So when I have to get groceries becomes I get to get groceries, all of a sudden there's this element of gratitude because you get to say, I get to go and get groceries because I have money in the bank and I have a supermarket in my town and I have the resources to get groceries and put food in the cupboard. I get to drop my kiddo to daycare because we have those resources available to us. We have a daycare centre and I have the opportunity in my life to send him to daycare. I get to go for a run because I have a body that is capable of going for a run and I have the time to do that. And I think it's just such a powerful reframe that we can use every day. And honestly, on the day that I had that experience of kind of having that inspiration just flow through me, and it was almost like this message that hit me and it was like, you need to implement this and then you need to share it with people because this can change lives. And it changed my day that day, and it changes my outlook whenever I think of things that way. And I think that we can use it. I mean, of course, every life has unpleasant things in it. That's what human life is. But I would like to argue that there's always an opportunity to reframe something from I have to I get to. Even if it's something like, I have to pay this bill. Well, I get to pay this bill because I've received a service and I have the funds to pay for it. I have to take my medication. I get to take my medication because I live in a society where I have access to medication, and whatever condition I have has been identified, and I get to take medication in order to help with that condition. I have to see the dentist. I get to see the dentist because I have access to a dentist, and I have the privilege of dental health care where I live. I just think it's such a powerful one, and I would challenge you today to try and use it. If you find yourself thinking about something that feels like a heavy task that you have to do today, try and reframe it as I get to do that, or I have the opportunity to do that, or I can do this, or I choose to do this. I choose to is another really empowering one as well. So I hope that this has been useful. If you have any feedback for me or you'd like to get in touch, I have an email address that you can reach me at. It's just hello@ messymagic.co. I'd love to hear from you. As you probably know, this is a brand new podcast. It's only been up and running for less than a week now. I'm really excited about it, and I'd love to hear from anybody who happens to be listening. And yeah, I'm going to leave you with that thought today, and I hope it's made a difference to your day, and maybe you could pass it on if you feel like it might be useful to somebody else in your life. And in the meantime, I hope you have a magical day.